Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the news at 9. The headlines. Hospitals across the country conduct mock drill to review COVID-19 preparedness. Centre and Manipur government sign cessation of operation agreement with insurgent group ZUF to promote peace in the state. Election Commission initiates process for delimitation of assembly and parliamentary constituencies in Assam. President Draupadi Murmu asks police officials to work towards removing fear among people about police. North India to witness fresh cold wave conditions Saturday onwards. And government recognizes e-sports as part of multi-sports events. A nationwide mock drill was conducted in all hospitals today to take stock of the COVID-19 emergency preparedness in the country. It comes amid rising COVID-19 cases in some countries. During the drill, resources available in hospitals to fight COVID were assessed, including the infrastructure readiness with particular focus on oxygen plants, ventilators, logistics and human resources. The decision to carry out the drill came days after Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a review meeting on the COVID situation in the country. Earlier this morning, Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia visited Safdarjung Hospital in New Delhi to review the mock drill there. Talking to media, the minister assured that the government is fully prepared to deal with any eventuality if COVID cases increase in the country.
आज सफदरजंग अस्पताल में मैंने प्रत्यक्ष आके कोविड वार्ड का निरीक्षण किया। जिस तरह से यहाँ व्यवस्था तैयार की गई है वैसी ही व्यवस्था देश की सभी अस्पताल में की जा रही है। सारी हॉस्पिटल कोविड केस देश में बढ़े तो संपूर्ण तरीके से तैयार रहे, देश के नागरिकों को दिक्कत न रहे और उसको अच्छी तरह से ट्रीटमेंट मिल सके।
Speaking to AIR News, Medical Superintendent of Safdarjung Hospital, Dr. B.L. Sherwal, urged people to follow COVID-appropriate behavior.
पिछले कोई 6 महीने से हम सब कोविड अप्रोप्रिएट बिहेवियर नहीं अपना रहे हैं क्योंकि हम सब लोग समझते थे कि कोविड से बाहर आ गए, लेकिन अभी सतर्क रहने की आवश्यकता है। अगर आपको जरूरत नहीं है किसी भी भीड़ वाले इलाके में जाने की तो मत जाइए। अगर आपका काम घर से चलता है तो काम वहां से करिए और अदरवाइज डिस्टेंस, हाथ धोना और मास्क पहनना बड़ी सिंपल सी चीजें जो हम करते आए हैं तो वही करनी है।
Karnataka Health Minister Dr. K. Sudhakar inspected the mock drill in various government hospitals in preparation for any likely COVID outbreak in the future. In Maharashtra, the Seven Hills Hospital and JJ Hospital in Mumbai conducted mock drill to evaluate their preparedness and availability of resources in COVID-19 wards. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy held a review meeting with the health department officials to monitor the readiness of primary health centers, village clinics, to handle COVID cases. Like other parts of the country, mock drills were also conducted across the Jammu division. The Centre and Manipur government have signed a cessation of operation agreement with Zelian Grong United Front, ZUF, an insurgent group of Manipur in New Delhi today. ZUF has been active for more than a decade. The move under the guidance of Home Minister Amit Shah fulfills the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi of an insurgency-free and prosperous Northeast. This will be a significant boost to the peace process in Manipur. This agreement was signed by senior officers of the Union Home Ministry, the Manipur government and the representatives of ZUF in the presence of State Chief Minister N. Biren Singh. Representatives of the armed group agreed to abjure violence and join the peaceful democratic process as established by the law of the land. The agreement provides for the rehabilitation and resettlement of the armed cadres. A joint monitoring group will be constituted to oversee the enforcement of the agreed ground rules. The Election Commission of India has decided to initiate the delimitation exercise of assembly and parliamentary constituencies in the state of Assam. The exercise will be conducted as per Section 8A of the Representation of the People Act 1950. The commission, led by Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar, directed the Chief Electoral Officer of Assam to take up the matter with the state government to issue a complete ban on the creation of new administrative units with effect from the 1st of next month till the completion of the delimitation exercise in the state. Census figures of 2001 will be used for the purpose of readjustment of parliamentary and assembly constituencies in the state. The Commission will design and finalize its own guidelines and methodology for the purpose of delimiting the constituencies. Once a draft proposal for the delimitation of constituencies in Assam is finalized by the Commission, it shall be published in the central and state gazettes for inviting suggestions and objections from the general public. The Uttar Pradesh government has decided to form a dedicated commission for providing reservations to the other backward classes, OBCs, in urban local body elections on the basis of a triple test formula. The decision was taken by Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath in wake of the verdict of the High Court regarding urban local body polls. The triple test formula was suggested by the Supreme Court to provide OBC reservation in urban local body polls. The Lucknow bench of the High Court today quashed OBC reservation in urban local body elections and said all seats reserved for OBCs will be considered general. The High Court also gave instructions to conduct the elections immediately. The court said a dedicated commission should be formed to give reservations to other backward classes. Only then OBC reservations should be given. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan today said the central government will establish 260 educational TV channels for students in the next couple of years. Mr. Pradhan was addressing a national seminar organized by the Indian Council of Historical Research, ICHR, at Gopal Narayan Singh University in the Rohtas district of Bihar. The minister said 200 educational channels will be dedicated to school education and 60 TV channels for higher education. Mr. Pradhan said this network would be unparalleled and the largest in the world. The Union Minister mentioned that by using the digital technology infrastructure, India will become a leader in the segment of education. Minister for Power R.K. Singh says, from a power deficit nation, India has now become a power surplus one. In an exclusive interview with News Services Division of All India Radio, under the Year-Ender series, Mr. Singh talked about the recent transformation of the power sector. The interview can be heard on FM Gold channel from 9:15 p.m. onwards in Spotlight tonight.
We've transformed our country from a power deficit country to a power surplus country. We added 173,000 megawatts of capacity from 2015 onwards till date. Today we export power to Bangladesh, Nepal, Myanmar. Our total installed capacity today is 408,000 megawatts.
This interview will also be available on our website newsonair.gov.in and on a YouTube channel News on AIR Official. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. President Draupadi Murmu has said police officials should take an active part in community building exercises to remove the fear amongst the common public about police. The President was addressing the officer trainees of the Indian Police Service at the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy in Hyderabad as part of a 5-day winter sojourn.
हम वो युग में नहीं है जहां उनको पुलिस प्रशासन कहा जाता था, क्योंकि शासन करने के लिए हम शासन नहीं, हम सेवा करते हैं। अभी भी दूर दराज लोग डरते हैं, इसलिए पुलिस और पब्लिक रिलेशनशिप को और फ्रेंडली करने के लिए, उनके अंदर मित्रता स्थापन करने के लिए बहुत ज्यादा प्रयास किया गया। लेकिन प्रयास केवल एक दिन के लिए नहीं होना चाहिए। ऐसे दूर दराज अनजान इलिटरेट लोगों को ऐसे ना हो कि मैं नहीं जाऊं, पुलिस वाले आ जाएंगे। अभी भी ये डर है, ये डर खत्म होना चाहिए। ये काम आप लोगों का खत्म कैसे होगा?
President Murmu acknowledged that yeoman service has been carried out by the police officials across the country. She expressed happiness to see a large number of women as officer trainees.
मैं जो गर्ल्स को देखती हूँ, मुझे लगता है काश मैं इस टाइम पे धरती पे आती। उन दिनों एक महिला पुलिस फोर्स में ज्वाइन करना इतना आसान नहीं था, लेकिन आज गर्ल्स पेरेंट्स को और बच्चों को मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहती हूँ। वो भी समाज के बुराइयों को, समाज के जितने चैलेंजेस को फेस करने के लिए तैयार है।
Early in the day, President Murmu addressed the students and faculty of Keshav Memorial Education Society in the city. National Education Society for Tribal Students, NESTS, under Tribal Affairs Ministry will organize a 2-day capacity building program from tomorrow for Eklavya Model residential school teachers in Delhi. The 2-day face-to-face training workshop has been organized for teachers from 54 Eklavya Model Residential Schools of 6 states for the Future Engineer Program in collaboration with Amazon. These states are Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Rajasthan and Telangana. Prasashan Gaon Ki Or 2022, which was launched as part of Good Governance Week, has achieved significant progress in the redressal of public grievances and the disposal of service delivery applications. The Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions in a statement said that under this campaign, 53,80,000 public grievances were redressed and over 3 crore service delivery applications were disposed of. Besides, 949 innovations in governance were documented and 257 Vision India at 2047 district-level documents were uploaded on the Good Governance Week portal. The government has celebrated the 19th to the 25th of December as the second Sushashan Saptah or Good Governance Week in Amrit Kal period. The Railways is set to modernize its stations under the Amrit Bharat Station Scheme. This scheme envisages the development of stations on a continuous basis with long-term vision. It will cater to the introduction of new amenities as well as the upgradation and replacement of existing amenities. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar spoke to Kuwaiti Foreign Minister Sheikh Salem Abdullah Al Jaber Al Sabah of Kuwait today and congratulated him on his appointment. In a tweet, Dr. Jaishankar said he is looking forward to working together for further development of the relationship. Taiwan President Tsai Ing-wen has said that mandatory military service would be extended from 4 months to 1 year. Speaking at a press conference in Taipei today, President Tsai announced new plans to bolster Taiwan's defense in the event of an attack from Beijing. She said peace will not drop from the sky when Taiwan is on the front line of authoritarian expansion. The decision to extend mandatory military service comes amid growing tensions with China, which claims the self-ruled island as its territory. The Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange and the Nifty at the National Stock Exchange today posted gains of more than 0.5%. We have a report.
The Sensex climbed 361 points or 0.60% to settle at 60,927. The Nifty also rose 118 points or 0.65% to finish at 18,132. At the Multi-Commodity Exchange, gold futures for February was trading at 54,880 rupees per 10 grams. S. Rangabashyam for AIR News.
India Meteorological Department IMD has predicted that fresh cold wave conditions would prevail again in North India from the 31st of December. Talking to AIR News, senior scientist in the IMD, R.K. Janamani, attributed the increase in cold wave conditions to western disturbance. He said from Saturday the region will again experience a fresh spell of cold wave.
The fog condition will improve at the same time. Today the day temperature over Delhi has improved. Earlier it was 14 degree, 15 degree, but this has increased 3 to 4 degree almost. So temperature has been 15 to 18 degree. So there will be further improvement during next 3 days till 29 because of the WD. Then a fresh spell of cold wave will start from 31st after the WD moved away by 30th morning.
The government has officially recognized e-sports in the country. According to a Gazette notification, e-sports will now be a part of the multi-sports event category in India under the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. E-sports, short for electronic sports, is a form of competition using video games. Our correspondent reports that the decision is likely to have significant effects on India's e-sports sector and boost the growth of the country's e-sports industry. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Hospitals across the country conduct mock drill to review COVID-19 preparedness. Centre and Manipur government signed cessation of operation agreement with insurgent group ZUF to promote peace in the state. Election Commission initiates process for delimitation of assembly and parliamentary constituencies in Assam. President Draupadi Murmu asked police officials to work towards removing fear among people about police. North India to witness fresh cold wave conditions Saturday onwards, and the government recognizes e-sports as part of multi-sports events. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.